Good day, viewers, and welcome to another interesting edition of the Polity Roundtable. The Polity Roundtable, you will recall, is a template where we have interface with a whole lot of people who are contributing in no small measure to the growth and development of the ever-growing and always very big Nigerian project. And of course, I have with me on the Policy Roundtable today a very big fish, a Nigerian in the diaspora, and of course, an avowed supporter of the Nigerian project. He's no other person than Mr. Babalola Christopher. Good afternoon, Mr. Oyesanmi.
You're welcome. Good afternoon, viewers.
It feels good to have you around the Polity Roundtable today. And of course, before I go on, I have to appreciate the fact that you have chosen to give us audience regardless of your business schedule. I'd like to start like this. You are the convener of the Robert Oyesanmi Foundation. What is the foundation about?
Thank you very much. My viewers, I say good day to you all, wherever you are watching. My name is Babalola Christopher Oyesanmi, the CEO of Robert Florence Oyesanmi Foundation. I practically, I grew up in Oktokopa. I think if the creation was not exactly when I was born or any other thing, I knew almost everything about Ondo State, Anikele, Ilaje, Apoye, SLD. They all happened, I would say, during my time. So I saw my people growing up. I grew with them. I ate, dined. I went to school with them. We were young kids then. We did all the necessary hills and highs, all the plays we did. And one thing that was conversant, I remember when I was growing up, my elementary education started from Mayflower School, where we had this coming together of different people, different states, even people from abroad. I used to remember, I have all these white boys and girls in my class. They were like from all over the world. So they were always like this type of, we want to look or be like the white people. They celebrate birthdays, they celebrate virtually everything. They were the one bringing the cokes and the biscuits to classes way back. But they were so kind enough to still share with us. So I started growing up like living around people who share stuff. And my dad, the late Robert Oyesanmi, did not constrain himself to all the knowledge he has, even as a teacher then. He brought people from all walks of life to train them. I hardly knew who was my elder brother or who was not, because I thought everybody in our house then, everybody was from my dad. But Dad took care of them and he sent them to school. Even they were not his kids, they were not his children. Today they are millionaires, billionaires, doctors, lawyers everywhere. They are daddies and mommies of today. And I'm not sure any one of them would turn around and would not give it to my dad. So that was how I grew up. I grew up even on the street. I saw the average street boy being unable to go to school. My dad would pick him or her up, train them, wash them clean. So these were the things I saw. That life is not all about one person, it's not all about me, but life is all about us. And collectively we can make it become the dream, land where we want it to be. This was what necessitated like the formation and creation of the Robert Florence Oyesanmi Foundation.
Yeah, thank you so much. So you are telling us that it isn't as if Mr. Oyesanmi, who Representatives in the United States of America has been projecting this foundation because of some kind of primordial or political motive. Because we are aware of a whole lot of generous donations, financial assistance and support that you have given to people. And a whole lot of people, the way an average Nigerian thinks that once a diaspora wants to come home to sell his political agenda, the best way most of them do this is to, float kind of an NGO from which they can, dish out patronage and sell their personal to the people of their constituency.
It depends on how you are looking at this whole thing. There is nothing in life that is not political. Right from you choosing a wife, if you look at yourself very well, you might end up deciding to choose between two ladies before you get married. So now democracy comes into play. You have to do elections somehow. Even in your house where you have the kids, God forbid, you like your firstborn more than your secondborn. Now you have to start playing politics. But that's not exactly what this looks like. Politics for now is out of this whole thing. I told you what gingered or what inspired me into creating this foundation. The first thing first, that's what people say. You first take out one leg out of your pants before you can't take the two. If not, you're going to be on the floor. You can't stand and take your trousers off your two legs at the same time. So what is in front of me is what I'm doing right now. And this is the project Robert Florence Oyesanmi Foundation. I'm not bothered about anything for now. Anybody can say whatever, which is normal. But we are out here to listen to our people, to make them feel they are humans, to make them feel they have someone behind them, someone they can lean, they can lean on his or her shoulder, someone they can look back to, someone they can walk up to and like, hey, please, this is my problem. Money is not even everything. Sometimes all they need is some advice, some ideas, or they just need a little connection out there. And these are what we've been trying to provide. At Robert Florence Foundation, we've been trying to say that an average Ondo Senatorial South, or our area, the Kales, the Lajes, the Apoy, we can come together and like make life more comfortable. Look at it, for instance, for over 13 years, we've not been having, and we are the one producing this oil. Akure has light, Ondo has light. Like, if you look at the revenues generated from all this part of the state, we bring most of it. But it's so unfortunate, like, the government cannot give exactly back to these people what they have taken from them. So these are the little concerns we have like around us. And at the same time, we know the government can't do it all. And this is where our support comes in as individual organizations. If we can't team up with the government directly, we can impact the life of our immediate society. And that's what we are doing at Robert Florence Oyesanmi Foundation.
I am aware of an entrepreneurship grant to the tune of ₦1 million that your foundation just dished out in terms of patronage to the people of this area. As commendable as that has been, what actually has been the yardstick?
Thank you. You see, this was part of what we were saying. When we found out that our people are not growing, they were not growing at an astronomical rate we were expecting them to grow. The economy became bad. Everything was just like falling apart. I just remember I told you, we've not had lights for over 13 years. And this has literally really brought down all the economic activities of this area. We were looking at various places for help, but help was not forthcoming. So it got to this time, then we were looking at it. Do we all allow it to like just die off like that? These dreams, these aspirations, these whole designs that we have about our future. And just like I told you, since help wasn't coming from anywhere, we decided, okay, what can we do? As much as we want to build what belongs to us. We want to build our community. We still want our community to grow. We don't want like the little things of life to like run down the community. There are certain things we believe we can still put together on our heads. So this called for, okay, let's come up with an idea. If we are able to generate a millionaire within our community for a year, that means we have 1 millionaire for a year, and in the next 10 years, we're going to have like 10 millionaires. In the next 20 years, if God will do it, these same 10 millionaires, coupled with the foundation, would have almost brought up about 40 millionaires. You understand? This is where we are going. So our projection is like in the next 20 years, how many millionaires can we have around that can help build so that such problems as we have right now, like we're not having this light for 13 years, maybe by then it will not be light, it will be something else there. These millionaires can easily come together and be like, hey, you bring this, you bring this, you bring this, you bring this. Because we make sure we train them and train their mind and make them understand that it is all about live and let live and not live and let die. It is not all about you. It is going to be about all of us and what we can give back to our immediate society and to build our economy together. We don't even have to look at how we compare every state like with Lagos. We can do it here. For instance, this is what I'm saying. Like these millionaires we are creating, right now it might not make too much sense to too many people. But in the nearest future, we're going to say, I have an example. I'm just about like the economic growth of our people. If there's 1 millionaire, if that millionaire decides he's only going to eat gari for dinner, that means it's only the gari woman that will sell. The pepper woman is going to starve. The yam woman will not have money to send kids to school. The cassava woman will not have money. The okra woman will not. But what if these millionaires are like in 10s, in 20s? Hardly you see 2 of them that will have the same thing for dinner. So by so doing, the one that will not eat kukuru will go and buy yam. The one that will not buy yam will go and buy bread. Thereby empowering all these other people around them. For instance, if I'm the only millionaire now, look, everybody will only come to me. But if we have like 10, 20 millionaires, the way some are coming here, they are going there, some are going there. As they are entering Okada here, another one is say, hey, taxi, stop it. From this same, that is it. We have to. This is what the idea is all about. I know too many people will be like, hey, you people are stupid. How will you give me? See, if that million will put it down now, before you know it will go, if we don't invest it. So what we're trying to do, we're investing right now in human capacity, and that's what we are trying to do. Because when you empower people, you have empowered a nation. Even when you do it to just one person. Because that investment will continue, by God's grace, will continue to multiply and multiply. And the aftermath effect, someday we're going to say, maybe in the next 10 years, we will have the same conversation. You remember, Mr. Oyesanmi, do you remember when I came and I was chatting you up? I didn't even believe it. I was listening to you. But now I understand what you are trying to do. And I think many nations have practiced this. They decide to put wealth, fine. And this is why you see government give grants to like companies and peoples. Even when they see scholars, that we see something in this board, let us invest in him. So this is what we are really trying to do. And by God's grace, I think we will succeed in Jesus' name.
Where do you see Robert Oyesanmi Foundation in another 10 years?
I'm not going to be over bloating our ego here at Robert Florence Foundation. In the next 10 years, we would have achieved the most or the biggest of all our plans. And that is to have 20 millionaires in the Kale by then. And by God's grace, we'll be there.
Well, I have been having a chit-chat with Mr. Babalola Oyesanmi, Nigerian diaspora based in Soa University of America, and of course, on the polity roundtable. This is what we do, trying to, of course, fertilize ideas with people who are contributing most positively to the growth of the Nigerian economy and the evergreen and always very big Nigerian project. Until another time when we will come your way with another interesting edition of the Polity Roundtable, I want to say you keep watching, and of course to Mr. Babalola, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.